The energy drink market is one of the most saturated categories on the planet. My guest today has managed to launch one. It's a yerba mate brand, and he managed to have it in most of the biggest stores in Canada. Jean-Olivier Campion from Mana. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's my pleasure, and I'm so happy to have your drinks here, which we will test later. Before we get into anything, yerba mate.
Yeah.
I'm in the grocery store. I'm reaching for Red Bull or Celsius or whatever. Tell me why I should grab yours.
Yeah, I actually, it's just a totally different thing. So you see, in the energy drink markets, what you buy is basically water with added supplements. So you're gonna get caffeine, taurine, like a whole cocktail of everything. The beauty about the yerba mate is it's not an energy drink. It is a energy infusion. So basically,
Okay.
what that means, it's like a tea. It's a yerba mate tea. But all the benefits you want to look out for in an energy drink, you're gonna get it naturally in a yerba mate tea without any of the downsides.
Okay.
So this is basically what's got us into it. Is we were like heavy coffee drinkers or a heavy energy drink drinker. Not myself, but my partner Arno was like a heavy monster drinker,
Okay.
and it comes with all the bad side effects. So for me, it gives me instant anxiety. Like I just can't do it. But I drink coffee, and when we got introduced to yerba mate, it's a whole new game. You just see all the benefits. The energy is different, and so it was like an easy answer to a market that deeply needed something new and that's gonna be like good for your health instead of like quite detrimental.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you replace your coffee with Mana?
almost.
Almost.
Yeah. So the morning I need to have my espresso shot. I'm a huge fan of
Yeah.
espressos, but as soon as like I'm past 11 in the morning, I'm
Mhm.
on mana. I'm on
Okay.
yerba.
How many of them do you drink per day?
Usually two. Yeah,
Two?
yeah.
Okay.
An espresso in the morning and
Okay. That's
two
not
cans in
much.
the afternoon. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Before you took this decision, you
Hmm.
know that this market is crazy and it's oversaturated,
Yeah.
And if we go to a grocery store and we look at this wall, you don't even know what to choose. So when you decided to do this, did you say, "Am I crazy? I'm doing this." Like, how did you even decide to go against all of these people on that wall?
Yeah. I mean, it, the hardest part is it's big brands,
Mm-hmm.
So they're good on really like putting barriers for younger and new brands, but we knew that it was something that wasn't done at the time, that the all the market needed to go to more natural option, and that nature provides already every of the functional elements you wish for in mate. So we were like, it's not done yet. If there are brands who did it at the time who had like yerba mate beverages, it was closer to soda. It wasn't really or on our ready to drink tea. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't specifically made for the needs of people who are in the energy market. So for us, that was our like entry point.
Mm-hmm.
We knew was going to be David versus Goliath, a classic story, but at the same time, it's the same recipe. It's being agile instead of like big corporation are slower in a
True.
sense. So
True.
for us, it was basically that was what we wanted to bet on.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a vision for it, and there's a naivete, if I can
Yes.
say, that you
Yes.
must have at some point in the
Yes.
beginnings. And we just went full on board. And I have a great team, so
Mm-hmm.
all of the
Mm-hmm.
guys with me, we all share this strong ambition to do something different and something that has a real and
Mm-hmm.
like a good impact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You are five people
yeah,
working together.
yeah,
Many of you come from mixology and bars
yeah.
and that
Hospitality. Yeah.
the hospitality. So how do you collaborate together? What's the challenge there?
Yeah, of course. We're really decentralized, so no office. We usually like use all this space. Like we've said, that we're from the hospitality industry.
Mhm.
One of our partner GP has several establishment, and it usually ends up being one of our offices. The good thing being, in most of them is going to be open mostly at night, so we have the whole
Yeah.
day to use the space, and we gather up there to make our meetings and do everything we need. And always, we also use it as a storage. So we have a couple places around Montreal where we
Yeah.
have stuff all over the place, as well as our main
Mhm.
storage in Saint Jean. But yeah, it's quite decentralized, but we have loads of communication every day. We tend to work in teams on many projects, depending what's the affinity or role of
Yeah.
everybody in the business. So that's part of what made it possible for us at first, because we started with like very little capital, and so
Mm.
we knew we weren't going to be the guys who would put money into, at least
Yeah.
for an office. We're gonna make do with what we have, and we have a great opportunities, a lot of good people around us to help us out, and that's what we bet on. And we just have constant communication.
Mhm. Do you remember your first client? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it?
If I'm right, it's the restaurant in Quebec, Ono Izakaya.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Okay. Yeah.
best Japanese place in all province,
How did
and
you
yeah,
convince them?
it's Arno. Since we're from
Okay.
the industry, hospitality, we have a lot of friends in bars and
Mm-hmm.
restaurants, and we were at the beginning, and so we have our first cans. And I think he brought them to Julian, one of the owners there, for him to try it out, and he ended up buying them.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool. It's very difficult because, as we said, like there's a lot of things in the market, and
Yeah.
people would be like, why would I buy this brand that nobody knows? And people probably won't ask for it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Um, do you, how did you celebrate that? How did you react?
Honestly, it kind of, as soon as we started to like kick on, like knock on doors,
Mm-hmm.
it went pretty quickly.
Ah,
So we started really with our own distribution. Like
mm-hmm.
we didn't we knew nothing about
Yeah.
this industry, like nothing at all. We figured out everything on our own, step by step. And distribution was one of the biggest point that we had a bit of a
Mm-hmm.
struggle at first, but our own distribution went really well.
Okay.
So Arno is one of my partner. Is an absolute social machine, and so
We can see.
yeah, he kicked every door. Like I think in 8 weeks, we were over 100 accounts. Yeah,
Wow. Wow. Okay. And what was your first major retailer?
major retailer would have to be Sobeys with IGA.
Sobeys and IGA.
Yeah.
What did you do? How did you convince them? Did you go and pitch? Like, tell me more
Yeah.
about how you did that.
It's exactly what you can imagine. So you show, well, we had, of course, because through one of our associate, Maxime, we had an opportunity, knew some people over there that launched the Atpic brand with Etienne, and so we had an in with those
Mhm.
guys. And weirdly enough, in I think it was a Ducks. We do sometimes some uh, accompagnement.
Mhm.
So different, like a CBIM or ducks, and they have like a panel of specialists in the industry, and one of them was one of the guys at IGA. So we pitched to a bunch of people our product, and turns out that they knew Maxim as well. So we got into a meeting and started to explain our brand, mostly what we're trying to do, like what role we want to play in the energy market.
Yes.
So our whole point is to replace bad energy drinks, everything that's not has a bad side effects for your health, for uh, healthy alternatives.
Yeah.
So classic pitch. We showed up, uh, showed our brand, showed our product, have them test them, see how it tastes different. That the classic energy drink is closer
Mhm.
to tea, but still has like a very nice flavor profiles. Uh, Putting the so like you can see all
Yes.
kind of have illustrations.
It's so
So
cute, by
yeah,
the
and
way.
it's all different artists from Montreal. It's all local
Yes.
artists.
Can we?
So yeah.
By the way, so cute.
So this
I'll
one
do
is
like
is
influencers.
made by Club Pastel, Catherine
Okay,
Caballero.
so cute. Can we
Great
try
artist.
it?
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead. So this is the tropical flavor. It's the most like a juicy kind of flavor. So you got peach, mango, papaya, green apple. I myself am
So
more
good.
into melon and mint.
This is cute. This is so good.
Usually, do you drink tea?
You wouldn't, yeah,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't think it's tea and you wouldn't think it's mate.
No.
No, because there's like the tropical
Yeah.
flavor in it. That's why.
Yeah. If you wanna, and I like the real, the most authentic experience of mate with our products is definitely the pamplemousse. You should try it out later.
We'll do it. All right. So you got into IGA and Sobeys.
Yeah.
What did you do? Did you celebrate? Did you open champagne? What happened?
No, I think we were really focused on the task at hand.
Yeah?
Honestly,
Oh
yeah,
my
it
God.
was kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
Like we already had over 600 accounts at the time,
Okay.
but it's all backdoor. We did have like some families, IGA's families who
Yeah.
had the product already. But yeah, we knew it was a big task at hand. Like,
Of course, the
yeah,
quantities. How
yeah,
did
yeah.
you, like, did you lose sleep over how am I going to produce all these quantities? How did you manage that? And you need a lot of money
Yeah,
also to
that's
fund
mostly,
it.
yeah, it's production wise, we were good. We have great co-packers. We've been with them
Okay.
since the beginning, and their beginning as well. We were one of the first accounts they had, and so on that point, everything was good and tested. But yeah, it's always the cash flow, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm
So
asking.
yeah, and it's a different game. In the food industry, it's quite long before you get back your dollar.
I know.
So you put a dollar to buy some yerba mate, you gotta put them in storage, all the rest of the ingredient, then you package it, you
Yeah.
transform it, it goes back into
So true.
storage, then you sell it, and then to a reseller who sell it to the retailer,
And
and
after you
and
sell
then
it, they
you
will pay you in
yeah,
90
and
days.
90 days. So yeah, no, it's very
Yeah.
very demanding on cash flow. So this was one of the part that was very very stressful.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did celebrate, but we were mostly very very like focused on the task at hand.
Okay. If you if this same thing happens today, would you celebrate or would you do the same thing?
I'd be more inclined to celebrate
Yeah.
now. Yeah, it's a lot like we know the drill now.
Yes, exactly. So now you're in so many stores other than IGA.
Yeah.
I see you in Avril.
Avril, Metro. We're also with the Lufa Farms online. Yeah. So and outside of that, of course, many independents
Yeah,
all across
yeah.
the province and now Ontario and BC.
So we talked about people saying yes to you from the first
Yeah.
try, and then you got into all these stores, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
Did you get any no's on this journey?
And
Yeah.
yeah. Honestly, getting in was the easy part for us.
Okay.
It's always about the repeat business. So the thing is, when I get the chance to talk about the product, have you try it out? Usually, we get a yes quite easily. But nobody knows about yerba mate in Quebec.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, like nobody. Like we do a lot of expos, a lot of trade shows, a lot of sampling, just to make sure that people try it out. That we get the chance to explain to them what it is, because it's basically kind of like I'm gonna say kombucha.
Yes.
Now everybody knows what it is, but couple years
At the
back,
beginning, yeah.
nobody had any clue what that was. And I think it's a bit of the same with yerba mate.
Yes.
People don't know the benefits. Uh, since we operate in the energy segment, they assume we're the same as Red Bull and such, which we're not. So usually people see energy and some of them get a bit scared. because they think of all the
Yeah,
health issues that energy
exactly.
drinks bring. And you're like, no, that's exactly why we exist. We want to steer you away from all those side effects
Yeah.
and give you an alternative.
And also because you wrote energy on the
Yeah.
can, so immediately they would think about energy
Yeah.
drinks, like you branded it this way.
Yeah.
Um, did you spend a lot of time educating people? How did you do that?
Always. Like I said, we do a lot of food shows. We do an awful lot of sampling. So usually,
That's where I met you.
yeah. Yeah. So that's part of the thing. We need to figure out ways to educate people, but mostly have them try it out. So it's really
Yeah.
a street job.
Yeah, and you have to explain to them that it's yerba mate,
Yeah,
it's not chemicals, it's
exactly.
not all of these things. Do you get tired of asking these questions or like explaining to people over and over again, or it's just,
Especially on shows like
yeah,
food shows,
yeah.
because it's like 8 hours of the same speech going on and on. But funny thing about this is like there's markets like BC, which they already know. Like yerba mate
Yes.
is really already there, and so we did our first shows this year. And it was like, so do you guys know yerba mate? And we're like ready to give our
Explain.
speech. And oh yeah, no, we know it. Can we try it out? It's like, instantly.
Yeah.
And so that was like really, it caught us off guard that we didn't have to explain
Yeah.
it, because like a Quebec market, it's really 90% of the job to help people build that mental box to where to put us. Like, yes, we are in the energy category, but it's closer to what's a tea is. Actually, it's a tea
Like a
disguise.
matcha,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's tea
Yeah.
disguised as a energy drinks, basically.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you think people in BC know it more? Do they have more brands there about like yerba mate brands?
They not really more brands, but they had one that was really like one of the first that got into this market, and they are bigger into the
I kind of know. I
outdoorsy.
kind of know who they are.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they are into the outdoorsy,
Yeah.
closer to California, where yerba
Yes.
mate is already well known. And that's why I think most people know it. And in California, they really know it more in the traditional way. So the
Okay.
wooden cup with the
Yeah.
bombilla, which is a
The straw.
straw with a filter. And so that's mainly the difference. So here in Quebec, when people figure out what it is, it's usually someone who's been to Argentina and say, "Oh yeah, right. Isn't that the tea they drink in a wooden cup with a metal straw?" Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah. I was telling you before that there's a whole region in Lebanon
yeah,
where people drink mate and they have all the cups and the straws. I don't know the names, but I know it's a cup and a straw, and it's really good. But they drink it hot.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't have cans like this.
Yeah, no, this is closer to which is called tereré. So tereré is a cold infused yerba mate.
Yeah.
Usually they're gonna add some lemon juice to make it more of a lemonade-y kind of thing. So this was our first inspiration. We didn't want to go to take a direction where we only harvest like the functional benefits
Yes.
of the beverage. We really wanted to maintain an authentic experience with mate.
Tell me a little bit more about shelf space. It's something that people fight over.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me a little bit more about the beverage shelf space as an insider.
It's quite rough. Planograms are when you first see it and they show it to you and you're like, okay, that's set. This is where we're gonna be, and you realize when you walk around the stores that it's not
It's not
always
there.
the case, and so you really have to be rigorous, be on site or have a great team to make sure that everything is where it should be and the planogram is respected. And yeah, if you leave a bit of a space, somebody's gonna fill it. So you really need to be out there all the time to make sure that you maintain your right place
Yes. And is it the same in the fridge or on the shelves?
everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay. All right. That's very interesting. I feel I feel the beverage industry is really, I mean, I don't feel it's a reality. It's highly competitive.
Yeah,
You do have a product that's a little different than everything else in the market, but still I feel that you have to convince people like Look, this is so cute, first of all, and then the ingredients are good, and this and that, and please come and drink
Yeah,
our mate. But then on the wall, if you see all of the brands, it's hard to some even if I know it,
yeah,
like I go and see do they have mana? I check it at Avril, at here and there, and I'm like, where is it? And I start looking until I find it.
yeah, yeah. That's
It's challenging,
it's
I
challenging
find.
on that level. Yeah, it is, and we don't have usually a good part for this is having great relationships.
Mm.
So when you develop good relationship with retailers, sometimes there's second location you can try to get. That's
Yes.
going to be a little bit more advantageous, or having some uh, floor shelves that you bring for your products. So that's usually something that you can do when
Hmm.
you build good
Yeah.
relationship with retailers. Outside of that, yeah, no, it's really really tough, really really competitive. We're fortunate enough, although like competition is big, a lot of us like smaller brands, we kind of hold up to each
Yes.
other. Yeah,
Okay,
we're
that's
yeah.
nice.
A lot of
Are
other
you
brands,
friends?
yeah, totally. Yeah,
Oh, so cool.
we go out, especially like on expos. We
Mm-hmm.
all meet up. We go to restaurants all together.
Mm-hmm.
So we really understand that at some point, I know that we're competition,
Yeah.
but we're the smaller guys bringing something new to the market that has a lot of barriers made by bigger brands.
Yes.
And for us to be fighting over who gets the biggest piece of the pie, I'd rather like build a bigger pie
Yeah.
with all of them guys than
Yeah.
fight over scraps, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there's the part of it, and we genuinely like each other. So we
Yeah.
know we have the same struggles. Each time we think we're facing a big challenge, sometimes we just meet up at certain events and have a chat, like genuine chat,
Mm-hmm.
very candid, and we realize that we share most of the same struggles, and sometimes we can share solutions. And we even have like some girls of a brand called Uya. They sometimes text us because she did some merchandising for us. She saw our shelves that was misplaced, and
Oh,
she's gonna help us out and stuff. And she's a direct
that's so
competitor,
nice.
so no, we're really really fortunate to have
Okay, I
those
love
kind of
this.
relationship.
This is
Yeah,
so cool,
yeah,
actually. I didn't think that. I love this vibe.
yeah,
It's part of my values that I also help other people
yeah,
in my field or in other fields, but smaller businesses. And I just don't understand small businesses who don't help each other
yeah. I
out.
don't know.
So now that you said this, I really appreciate it. Um, I just remembered something I read this week. It's that Quebec is banning energy drinks for
Hmm.
people who are less than 16.
Hmm.
Does your product fall under that category?
Yep.
No.
No,
Okay.
so at the beginning we were concerned because our cans has 120 milligrams of caffeine, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
a tall percolated coffee,
Okay.
and it kind of fall into the register of energy drink beverages in terms of caffeine content. But we got a message from Santé Canada saying that we couldn't file under energy drink
Oh, okay.
because we're not supplemented.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have any added caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
It goes through a simple process of a cold infusion. So it's really like yerba mate leaves and water. So it's not
Yeah.
a energy drink. So for us, it's not a concern on that level. And full transparency, I'm quite okay with the fact that
Yeah.
kids under 16 should not drink
Exactly.
heavy dose of caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, it's their parents' role to decide if it's okay or not. I really don't mind, but personally, I don't see it as a
Yeah.
big issue.
Mm. It's um it's interesting why and how they did this law, because there's a lot of kids who are drinking, who are doing a lot of things like the adults,
Hmm.
and parents are allowing them, like you said. So I kind of like the idea of banning it for younger kids, but yours is more natural. So yeah.
Like I mentioned, it's like a tea, it's like a
Mm-hmm.
coffee. The thing with the energy drinks is all the components together. It's really
Yeah.
uh, you got caffeine in them, but you also sometimes have taurine, you have guarana, you
Yes.
have many stimulants put all together
Mm-hmm.
with high doses of sugar, which makes you drink it way faster than a coffee or a tea, and you get a sugar crash. So it tends to make you want a second can because of the sugar crash and the crash from the caffeine. So it just escalates quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and the kid's gonna drink 4 to 5 cans a day, and that's when bad
Yes.
things happen.
Yes. So if you have kids, this is perfectly safe. All right, then. Um, I want to do like a rapid fire
Okay.
session, and then we'll continue with the other questions. What was your last impulse purchase that wasn't for the business?
Last impulse. I'm a big nerd.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys know about the trading card game Magic the Gathering.
No.
There's mana in it.
There's mana
Yeah,
in
so the
it?
currency is mana in it,
Okay, okay.
just to let you know. And so my last
Okay.
impulse bought was a quite expensive card
Okay. Okay.
for my collection.
I don't know it, but
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. If there's geeks here
Yes,
watching,
yes,
they're
they
gonna
will
know it.
recognize it. All right. Question two. Worst business advice someone gave you with a straight face?
Wow, that's a good one. I mean, I don't really listen to to advice for reals, especially bad ones. I tend to just
Mm-hmm.
look the other way. So sometimes a bad advice for me is mostly an unsolicited advice.
Okay.
So rarely someone comes up to me with the unsolicited advice that I really like want to get. So it's really hard to say. Some people gave me advice on the branding
Okay.
that I didn't follow on them, and I'm glad I didn't.
There's always opinions about branding.
Yeah, definitely. It's so personal.
Yeah. All right. A drink that's not mana that you're secretly obsessed with.
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. Not an ad. All right. Most money you've wasted on something that didn't work with mana.
Oh God, paid ads.
Paid ads.
Yeah,
Meta.
yeah,
Okay. What
yeah.
happened?
It's just the learning curve for us, and we're in a market where we oftentimes, but
Yeah.
all of our competitors and us, we offer shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So shipping is like wears down our margins, and paid ads have been like we tried very hard, and we realized that we would need a ROAS of like 11 to start
Yeah.
really making money. So we tend to leave out the classic funnel that we see, and mostly do some notoriety.
Yeah. Brand
Yeah,
awareness.
brand awareness. Thank you. So
We're
brand
a
awareness,
bilingual
yeah,
province, so
yeah,
it's fine.
and some geolocalization
Yes.
for our point of sales.
Okay. And these meta ads, I know it's rapid fire, but now I'm curious about meta ads. Were they pointing to your website?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's for direct to consumer sales mostly.
exactly.
All right. Last question. If Mana disappeared tomorrow and you had to start a completely different brand, what would it be?
Mm. I mean, I'm a guy from the like mixology beverage
Mhm.
universe. It's really my thing. So most likely something that would be in the same kind of category. Uh, but I like the functional. I like the beverage and I like the functional.
Mhm.
It would be definitely something in
Yes.
that area for sure. But I don't know what would that be. I'm
Okay.
totally focused on this.
Okay.
There's no second option.
Yeah. Do you miss being behind the bar or mixing
I
drinks?
still do sometimes.
You
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
Okay.
I love it. It's a passion of mine.
How long did you do that?
10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is it better than like spreadsheets and purchase orders and,
I
you
like
know?
both worlds. Like
Okay.
I'm a person who love balance, so I like those quiet moments where
Mhm.
you're on a computer doing your own thing, and there's this more social. Like there's gonna be adrenaline. There's an ambiance, and so both worlds together for me is something I really enjoy.
I think it's it's like a nice place where the two worlds
Yeah,
can, it's like if you have a Venn diagram, the two of them
and
will be
it
two circles together.
it's such a good place for a benchmark. So a
Mm,
lot of our recipes, ideas, and flavor profile comes from there because a lot of trends in the beverage industry comes from
yeah,
what people
yeah.
drink in bars.
Did you make a specialty cocktail with this?
All of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
do.
cool.
Each of them done countless cocktails with them.
Give us a recipe. I
Yeah,
just I just thought about it.
yeah, no, for sure.
What do we do?
Yeah, one of my favorite ones to do is the with the mana melon and mint. So
Okay,
melon mint is tastes mostly like a mojito already with
it's the
the
green
fruit.
one.
Yeah, it with
Okay,
the with honeydew melon. And what I like to do with this one is I make a vanilla simple syrup, so
okay.
equal parts water and sugar, and you add a little bit of vanilla extract, as easy as that. And so then you just make a mojito but with gin. So you add some gin,
Oh,
some lime, the vanilla mojito, vanilla syrup, and with ice. Top it off with mana, and it's absolutely delicious.
so cool.
Yeah,
I feel like I want to try it, but we
yeah.
can't. All right, I love this. Let's say you built this brand
hmm
with your friends, something that you haven't done before. You were more behind the bars, creating drinks and stuff like that. How did this experience change you as a person and as an entrepreneur also?
I realized through this that it's things are a lot more complicated. So I was bartender, but I was also a student in marketing,
Okay.
and I was looking through at first like agencies to see what's possible to do, and you realize they all say they can do everything, but there's
Yes.
not really specialized in everything. And so the curation part of like finding the right talents to build everything that you need was very, very educating.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that was a process for me that like we didn't know where to begin with.
Okay.
And so first we tried freelancers, and then we found the right guy for the job. A good friend of mine, Jean-Philippe Dugal, who
Mm-hmm.
was in between chairs. At the time, he was from El Jadder, like a big studio in
Yes.
Montreal, moving to no fixed address. And in the between time, I caught him and I was like, okay, I want you to work with me on this project. We built a super awesome team.
Mm-hmm.
We already had like two flavors at the times, and we
Yes.
were expanding to a third and a fourth.
Did you work on the
Yes.
designs?
Well, the first one, Grapefruit, was the first one I worked on, but it wasn't the same logo. It was the same illustration, same color pattern,
So cute.
same for
To see it.
the blackberry hibiscus. Yeah.
They're so cute.
So I chose the artist, worked with the artist to make everything, but
Mm-hmm.
we wanted something that would be a bit more fluid between the flavors. So I
Mm-hmm.
got GP on the project and worked with a team of freelancer, nobody but freelancer. They all worked for different
Yeah.
agency, but on the project they worked at freelancers because it wasn't their role in their
Mm-hmm.
respective studios. And we managed to pull out an awesome website with just like three guys who wanted to have fun, and we ended up winning the award. So award is
Yes.
a website that is for
Yes.
graphic design, and we won best e-commerce of the year.
Oh,
Yeah,
so cool.
and this great pride for me
Yeah.
and the team, because it's just like a small team of
Yeah.
freelancers with a crazy idea for a website with a video games at the end. And yeah, we managed to pull that off. Yeah.
So cool. D- did you ever, like, when you were, I don't know, a student or younger, did you ever think that you're gonna have this? Like, did it ever occur to you that you're gonna be an entrepreneur and you're
Yeah,
gonna
that
have a
was
brand?
when I decided to go to university.
Mm.
That was the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
So I did I did what they call a bac par cumul. So cumulative
Yeah.
bachelor degree. So a certificate in administration, one in
Okay.
marketing, and one in finance. So
Okay.
all three of them give you a
A bachelor
business, yeah,
degree. Oh,
bachelor degree.
okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
about this. I
yeah,
didn't do my bachelor here,
yeah.
that's
Okay.
why. Okay.
So I did that, but I did it really knowing that's the reason
Yeah.
was I wanted to know pretty much everything
Mm-hmm.
so I could run a
Yeah.
business. That was the plan at first, because I didn't really do
Yeah.
well in school when I was
Mm-hmm.
a kid, mostly because I wasn't into it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And once you decide what you want to do and the reason, it gives it purpose. So it was really like university was fun for me. It was a really
Yeah.
good years compared to
Yes,
like
I
the rest of
understand. I
the
understand. It's something that I've talked about with previous guests also. It's being an entrepreneur, whether it's something that comes from within you or it's something you learn actually when you're doing it. My personal opinion is that it's kind of both, but if you don't have that drive that comes from within, maybe you won't be able to continue. What do you think about that?
You're 100%
Yeah.
right. So there's a know-how and a how to be.
Mm.
So the know-how to be is the part of the entrepreneur who has that drive, sometimes naivete or like basic stubbornness
Yeah.
to go
Being
through a
naive
process. Yeah,
is a
yeah,
very good thing.
yeah. And but there's a know-how you have to develop. So for me, school is just to mitigate the number of times that you might end up your nose on a wall.
Mm,
It's just if you're already in this industry, but you're not yet like a business owner in that field, you're
yes.
gonna have already a good amount of knowledge around this. But if you're at a point in life where you don't have necessarily a direction and you are super interested in at some point owning a business, it's just a good use of your time, I
Yeah.
believe.
Um, Speaking of that, being an entrepreneur, yes, you are surrounded with five different people, but many of them also do it alone. Is there like a lonely part in your business where you feel like you're doing this alone, or just being with the five people makes it like a more of a group thing?
Like I said, we're quite decentralized. Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have an official office. Everybody works a bit from their home. So those moments where I work alone, it's more difficult for me. There's a
Yes.
loneliness that comes into it, and I personally love working in teams, and it makes some of the communication sometimes easier to have somebody to bounce ideas, even if it's really small details.
Exactly.
Those little details adds up, and it's quite important to have somebody to chat with, and yeah. Yeah, I think it's one of the thing with the everybody working remotely. There's going to
Yeah.
be a lot of stuff left out.
Yeah, we do feel that. I mean, even if you have a team that's available with messages
Yeah.
and emails and video calls and everything, but sometimes when you sit with someone, you get all these ideas just by discussing
Hmm.
something. Even when we record podcasts, sometimes I have some remote guests
Hmm.
and I don't feel the same vibe. Well, if I'm sitting with someone, I just feel a certain energy. I get different questions that planned
Yeah.
than what I've planned here. Sometimes you say something and then I get other ideas,
Yeah.
it's,
The spontaneity.
yeah, real life interactions
Yeah.
are always different and they give room to your brain. I don't know what's the mechanism that happens here, but something happens and it clicks and it just gives you more ideas and you get inspired by the different conversations
Yeah.
that you're having.
Yeah. There's a lot in the informal
Yeah.
the interaction we have.
Mm-hmm.
Spontaneity is a good element in it. So sometimes small ideas, but they're details and matters that just don't get tell, and yeah, we lose a lot by that.
Yes, agree. If someone's listening right now and they just got told that their idea is in a crowded market and they shouldn't do it, and they're thinking about giving up, what do you tell them?
I mean, I would tell them that if they should always follow their guts. My instinct has got me through pretty much everything
Mm-hmm.
in life. I've had major like period of time where I doubted myself, and I just how can I say this? I just revolve on myself on nonstop, and in the end, there's only one way, and it's true.
Yeah,
That's kind of how I saw it. And so if is it's the path you want to be on and you're going to go through, you just need to see it through it.
just go for
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
basically.
100%. It's the path where you're going to have the least regret. You're going to see most of your ideas fulfilled. You're going to challenge yourself in ways that you never challenged yourself before, and you're going to grow. And ultimately, it's, I think, the biggest goal in life or biggest purpose is ourselves,
Yeah.
and we grow through challenges.
Mm. you can only get ahead by doing.
Yeah.
If you don't do it and you don't try, you're going to keep thinking about it. And you'll be like, what if I had started
Mm-hmm.
that brand, you know?
Yeah.
I have a similar experience many years ago, many years ago, early days of e-commerce. I wanted to have like a marketplace. Shopify was not even
Oh yeah.
there. So it was going to cost me a lot of money just to build that website. It was a marketplace for different fashion designers that
Okay.
were local. And 10 years later, somebody did it. Imagine. But
Yeah.
for me, it was like I hesitated. What if I don't? You know, I put all this money in that I may or may not have. Again, there was
Yeah.
no Shopify to create things easily myself. And then 10 years later, they did it and it worked. So I'm like,
Yeah. No,
my idea.
it happens all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, this is entrepreneurship. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
our
totally.
mind. We always
Me, I
have new
think
ideas.
when I was like 17, it was an idea of like meal prep company because I was
Okay.
a lot into
Yes.
gym and fitness and
Something like
yeah,
Cook It and all of these
exactly.
brands. Okay.
And so I had this idea for that, and of course I was like
Yeah.
17. I wasn't gonna launch that at the time, but I saw it happening, and I was like,
Mm.
that was one of the time we were like, okay, so my ideas are
Yes.
good. So it's kind of like,
You validated
yeah,
that
yeah.
what you were thinking
It got me a
about.
bit pissed off and was like, damn, they did it. But at the same time, I was like, okay, so
Yeah.
those ideas
Yeah.
might come up to something at some
So
point.
if you have an idea,
Yeah.
just go for it. And then you'll see if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then you tried it.
Yeah, and it gets you at some place new.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Maybe you'll have another new idea.
Exactly, or it will bring you to a completely different path. Like we talked about school. Like I was into school growing
Yeah.
up, and I went to university, and some of the course I took that I thought I wouldn't like were some of the most important course I took, and it really did change me. Some just getting on a path, sometimes you don't know where you're gonna
Exactly.
end up, but
Just try.
there's gonna be something that's
Yeah.
going to change you for the best.
All right. So the last advice is just go for it and try. Thank you so much for doing this today.
Pleasure.
And to all the listeners, I'll be back next week with a new episode.